Hey guys, welcome back. Don't mind me and my crazy hair this morning. It's been one of those mornings, right? Oh my god, it really has. It's okay though. It's a good morning. It's just been a busy morning. Okay. Cancer. The next person. What's next in love? Let me just get some if my light goes out, I'll just get up and fix it. Just in case you guys are wondering. I've had this ring light for 5 years and it's been through some shit. It's been through some shit. If I had if it could talk, I would make it sign an NDA. It was with me through a toxic relationship, so now it's kind of like showing that you wiggle it just a little bit and the power cord, the connection cord that goes here is loosey goosey, and even a little too much movement turns it off. So yeah, and then with cats, it's just poor ring light. It helps me though. It really has been with me. Okay, I don't know if that's like me talking to cancers and now my throat chakra is wanting to close up. Whoa. Maybe you guys have been through some shit and somebody's been there with you, or you know, you guys are always there for other people. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right. What the hell, Cancer? I was perfectly fine for my throat. Actually, you guys have might have gone through a spiritual warfare recently, and you guys are coming out of that. And I know, like, oh, that smells so good. My own oil. This is my Protego Maxima oil. It's for protection. It smells really good though. Yeah, and it feels like it's starting to clear up. Obviously, everybody goes through. Well, I'm assuming everybody goes through it at least once in their life. But I do feel like for the cancers that I am talking to, there has been a warfare on basically your soul, right? And I feel like you're coming out of that, and because you're coming out of that, things feel a little bit razzle dazzled, right? And not in a good way. Not like let me give them the old razzle and the dazzle. More of it like you're feeling a little bit discombobulated. That's how I feel in your energy right now. But you'll come out of it. You'll come out of it. Little bit by little bit. It's like you've gotten into a fight. Did you see my hair at the beginning? Like when you get into a fight and somebody only pulls hair and your hair is like all over, and oh my god, it's giving me chunks. I don't want to take chunks. All right. Let's see. It's giving me one more than I need, but we'll leave this at the bottom. The person that's coming in next in love, Cancers. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Star in reverse. This is somebody that actually might have left you out in the cold. This is somebody that might have either ghosted you or somebody that, I don't know. It's giving like somebody that left you out in the cold. It was almost like somebody would come in and romance you and give you the razzle dazzle and then like disappear. It was almost like a magic trick. It was like, look over here, and then all of a sudden you're thinking like this is gonna be the greatest thing ever, and then they kind of just would leave you out in the cold, wondering why the hell are they not responding? Why are they being weird? Why have their energy has gone cold? But I feel like because of this behavior, this put you into your Nine of Cups energy. I feel like it actually pushed you to become emotionally sovereign. I feel like you guys actually broke a codependent um addiction that you guys had. Um which was what was exactly meant to happen in this situation. So even though it sucked, it kind of was a good thing because it pushed you to basically release everything and anything that was like, I feel like in the past you guys allowed a lot of bullshit. And then with each new person or relationship or whatever, um you started to like learn, like pull back more and pull back more and pull back more, and finally this time it was almost like you saw the signs and you were like, no, I'm not doing this shit again, and you cut this shit off real quick, right? But it did allow you to come into your own emotional sovereignty, which for cancers, that's really important. Especially like me being a Cancer stellium, and I have like Cancer Sun, Cancer Venus, Cancer. I have Cancer North Node, Cancer Mars. Um, Learning emotional sovereignty is one of the best tools and most important tools that a Cancer has to learn, because we get taken advantage of. And I'm not saying we're the only ones, right? But we do. We get taken advantage of because we love hard. Cancers love very hard, and sometimes to their own detriment. Like, even when we ride or die, when people are not ride or die for us, right? Yeah, justice in reverse. It felt like you never got justice in the situationships and the. I feel like you didn't get justice in this either. I feel like you felt like there was never any justice in the relationships. It was always imbalanced. It was always more one sided than another. Even when they were serious relationships, I'm getting some of you guys even are divorced. And even in marriages, like it was just always one sided, which, I mean, when you get married, that shit should be equal give and take, right? Um, with the Four of Swords in reverse, you healed. You've taken the time and you've healed. If it were an upright, I'd say you're still healing. I feel like for whoever you guys, the way I'm getting it is you guys have healed. You took the time and you're coming out of that healing stage, right? Um, but with the Sun in reverse, it almost feels like you still, with especially with the Star in reverse, it feels like you guys almost feel unhappy, or you guys feel like you guys never get your happy ending, or you guys feel like you're never gonna get you're never gonna find that happiness. You're never gonna find that person. I also heard nobody's ever gonna choose me, which, listen, it's not about choosing you. Trust me, you don't want somebody to choose you. You want to be the person to choose, right? And I feel like you've learned that. There are still negative thought forms, negative things that you guys are still thinking about and feeling. And I don't think it's constant, but I think you're still working on it, right? And you don't want somebody to choose you. You want to choose, right? Because you know what you want. You know how you're going to be treated. And I feel like for you guys, Cancers, you guys have a bunch of options coming in. I don't see it on the table, but I can feel it, okay? And we'll start to go deeper because I do feel for whoever I'm reading, you guys have a ton of options coming in, and it's because you guys have learned the lesson. You guys have learned high boundaries, and you guys know now, like when those red flags start flying, you get the fuck out of there. you get the fuck out of there. I feel like whoever I'm reading for, Cancers, you guys have learned that those red flags are not carnivals anymore. You're not going to have fun. And I feel like a lot of you guys have worked on your fire energy. And your fire energy is where, you know, you place those very strong boundaries, right? As Cancers, we're no longer thinking with our heart anymore. And it doesn't mean your heart is closed off. I do feel like you have now connected your heart, mind, and your intuition, and you're not gonna let anybody play with you ever again, right? Let's clarify the the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. It felt like people would try to put you in a cage and not even be like, oh, I want to put you in a cage so you're protected. I want to put you in a cage so that you don't leave, because whenever I need a hit of your energy, you're right there where I need you. Man, let me hit you over the head with this cage right now, okay? I know you did not just come at me with that shit. No. Okay. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. They want to be very... Oh, snap. I'm not taking reversals on these just in case. I'm taking reversals on the tarot, but not on the clarifiers. Yeah, somebody's coming in. There's going to be some news that you're hearing. Somebody's coming in and they're going to express. They're going to express that they have a strong opinion. They have a strong opinion on you. They're going to make themselves known. And this is somebody that possibly does public speaking, that speaks truth, that wants to communicate, but also I feel like they might do this for a living. They might use their social medias to do this for a living. And this is somebody that wants to speak up. They want to be heard. This could also be somebody that sings. But again, I feel like they use some kind of platform to spread their word, right? Whatever it is that they do, it's going to be different for everybody, because it's not going to be the same for everyone. Somebody could do this, right? They could do tarot. Somebody could do issues like with politics. Somebody could do, you know, oh, and I just got really lightheaded. Woo! That's a confirmation. And it like made me want to drool. What the hell? Why am I drooling? Yeah, it feels like this is somebody that uses their platform to spread information, to spread, this is the way they don't keep silent, which is great. That's great. Everybody should stand for something, right? This is somebody that has gone through a lot of loss, though, and possibly even passing in their family. They're going through a lot of grief right now, and they are closed up. They are like going through bereavement right now. It feels like this is either a passing of a family member, the loss of a relationship, a breakup that took a toll on them, and they even took a hit in their finances. They had to dismantle almost like a family, a business. They had to dismantle something that was very important to them. They took a big loss. They've been absent, like from, it's almost like they've disassociated from their emotions a little bit right now. They might have even moved. Yeah, no, but this is something that's over and done with. Like they are grieving this as if it's done, because it is done for them. It did set them back, but it is over, and they are healing from this. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. I have my own version of that song, but it's not. It's not for YouTube. Let's clarify. Yeah, this is something that's happening now. They are healing now, but this is somebody that could be coming in soon as well. Yeah, this is somebody that's coming in to bring justice, or they want justice. They want justice in possibly having their happily ever after. If this is somebody that you already know, this is someone that wants justice in repairing a situation. it's going to be a little bit different for everybody here, right? It does feel like they were censored, they were silenced, they were being controlled in some aspect of their life. This could be by a third party, this could be even by a mother, I'm getting. This could be by business partners. Um, it does feel like this person was censored and wasn't able to say what they needed to say or do what they wanted to do because of loss of, again, income, family. But it feels like they're free now to move forward and do what they want to do. And from what I'm getting, it feels like they want to speak up to you. Yeah, destroyed heritage. It feels like it's almost like, you know, those, like if you're those religions, like let's say Jewish or Indian, I think, like where they don't want you to date outside your race or your religious beliefs because they don't you don't believe the same things, right? And if you do, sometimes they'll disown you, right? Or when partners are like, you know, that person isn't good. Like if you're let's say you're dating an actor, right? And that person, your PR manager is like, that person is not good for your image. You can't, don't date them. They're going to destroy your career. And it's like, this is my life. I should be able to do whatever the fuck I want. Do whatever, whomever I want, right? It does feel like this person has been censored for, look, limited freedom, constraints. They're wanting to rewrite history. This person might have even been playing mind games, but because, like I said, they were trying to keep you maybe close, but they knew that they couldn't give you exactly what you wanted at the time. Or this person was played with, their minds were played with because they had a lot of fear put into them. Yeah, they have a decision, forked road. They have a decision and they're making a direction change. They have a lot of options, but they're using their free will and they don't give a shit what they lose at this point. They're choosing to be happy and they're coming after either, look, open dishonor, humiliation, finding fault, punishment. They don't give a shit. I feel like they were mocked because I feel like there's something having to do with this person, like the way they come off to the public, and people were mocking them because the person that they loved on maybe the 3D, it wasn't what, like, you know, when you're, let's say, I'm going to continue using an actor because this is like what's coming to the forefront. Like when an actor likes, let's say a chunky girl, right? And a chunky girl that's a very hippy dippy. Oh, that shit looks bad. And what? That's such a good looking man. And all they do is talk shit. And they're judgmental. And people are just so harsh. Even though that person might be the most beautiful person on the inside, the smartest person, the kindest person, bomb in bed, it doesn't matter because society says that she's not perfect and she doesn't have the body or he doesn't have the body that matches this person, right? Even though maybe for some people they don't give a shit about that. They don't give a shit about that. I've been with good looking men, that great looking men that treated me horribly, right? Looks, good looks, a great man does not make, unfortunately, right? Great looks, a good husband does not make. Um, and I feel like this person was ridiculed. There was a lot of whispering in the ears, right? Because if this person decided to have their own emotional sovereignty or even their financial sovereignty, these other people would lose, right? That's usually why they don't want them to make their own decisions, because then they'll start making their own decisions and other people can no longer control them for their benefit. But I feel like this person, it doesn't matter. It's the moment of truth. They're making a decision. It's a turning point for them, and they're it's a change in circumstances. And look, with yoga, I feel like they're meditating. They're doing a lot of energy work, and with yoga, I believe yoga means becoming one. Yeah, almost like they're going internally. I'm now seeing the Hermit card. So this could be a Virgo. They could have Virgo in their chart, whatever that is, right? Let's start going deeper. Well, I want to get some characteristics on who this person is. And of course my cats. My cats stepped all over my shit. And we were fighting this morning because oh my gosh. He did not let me sleep. Well, he did, and he kept waking me up, and I was like, bro, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. Okay, let's get some more. Tell me more about this person for Cancer, the next person in love. What's next in love? Let's see. I have the hiccups. I use the right deck. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is somebody that is very faithful as well. This is somebody that could have a strong belief in either God, religion, or even spirituality. This is somebody that has unwavering faith and they're in their convictions and in their purpose. I feel like this person is somebody that knows what they're meant to do here on this earth, and they know they're doing that. But that's why I feel like that's why it was scary for them to make that change, because they're afraid that they're going to be pulled off their purpose, right? But I do feel like the universe has been telling them that no, this is part of your purpose. This is somebody that's a builder. This is somebody that's very focused or very diligent. This is somebody that makes things to last. It could also be somebody that works in construction, or they're very good with their hands. They're very good with their hands, or they're able to build things, right? They're a cardinal sign. Yeah. This is somebody who's a leader. They have very original ideas. They're very good at ending things that are not working and starting things that need to be started. Companies, relationships. I feel like this person will not jump in. This is not somebody that will just jump in. This is somebody that overthinks things, because once they jump into something, they jump into something wholeheartedly, right? It's time to get going. So the cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Yeah, this is somebody that loves adventure too. This is somebody that likes to explore. I also just saw food. Somebody that might be a foodie, so they like to explore new food as well. Somebody that's bold and likes to take on quests. They like to take on risks, but not risks in the way where, risks almost in like trying new things. Being bold in their life, right? They're living life. I don't feel like this is somebody that likes to take risk where they're going to lose, right? Where they know that they're going to, like, not somebody that's going to go, let's say, gamble in Vegas and take $100,000 and be like, I'm going to take a risk. No, I don't feel like that's what this is. I feel like they know how to take risk, like saying, oh, you know what? It's almost like, yeah, I just got cold. It's almost like they see somebody and they see a company and they're like, that company's going to go somewhere. Let's get on the ground floor, right? Yeah. Get a little bit more. What? The fall, during the fall, the full moon, it's a culmination and abundance. Yeah, this is going to bring you guys a lot of abundance. Whoever this is, it's going to be a very abundant relationship. I feel like once you guys come together, even if they're abundant, even if you're abundant, when you get together, that abundance is going to double. But I do feel like it's because this person knows their path, and I feel for Cancers, you guys are either on your path or just about there, right? And so when both people are on the path, the universe is going to, help you guys so that you guys can continue your path, right? Also, the universe likes to give money to people to certain people, because they know that those people won't hoard money. Those people will help other people, right? I am seeing fall or full moon. So this could be somebody that's coming in the fall. I know that it seems like a long time for you guys, but right now I feel like you guys are, you guys are in, you're in sovereign land. You guys are, I'm feeling like you guys are, look, and he's a diplomat. Look, this is or she's a diplomat. This could be somebody that's African American. They're balanced, they're a mediator, they seek a compromise. Yeah, I feel like this is now, it's happening now, it's gonna start now, but I feel like the accumulation, or like when you guys finally end up together, will be in the fall. I don't feel necessarily that you're gonna have to wait till the fall. I feel like this is somebody that's gonna come in, and it's gonna start off slowly, maybe even as friends, slowly, right? And then I feel like in the fall is when that's going to start to move really quickly, right? This seems like a great person, Cancers, and you guys deserve a great person. I know, because, yeah. All right, let's get some more characteristics about this person. Let's try to go a little bit quicker, though, because I'm running out of time. Tell me more about this person. Synergy. You guys get a lot. It's almost like a dance. You guys dance together, even in your simple movements. You guys, it's like one person over here, one person over there. It does say arguments. This is somebody that maybe at the beginning there's going to be arguments, possibly about how slow it's going, possibly about, the directions where you guys might at first not be on the same timeline as how quickly you want this to move forward. Move slowly, okay? It does say also using you. Maybe I have some ulterior motives. Do you think I might be taking advantage of you? I'm getting that this person, again, they're going to maybe possibly start, again, remember I said like that cage thing? It might be like they don't want you to date other people, but then they also don't want to put a label on it. I don't feel like this person is like using you for money or using you for anything like that. But because they're afraid to put a label on it, because they feel like in the past, when they put a label on it, that's when people switched up on them, right? So they're wanting to almost like not put a label on it so that you guys can go slow. But I don't feel like it's because they want to date other people, right? Because you guys have really great synergy. I feel like if you give it time and you guys allow yourselves to show each other that you guys can trust each other, because I know Cancers right now, you guys also are not very trusting because of all the things that you've been through, right? Oh, my nose itches. And you guys know what that means. One more. Dreamy. No, you're not dreaming. Yes, I'm real. I feel like you both are gonna feel about dream perfect match at the bottom. I feel like there's more good here than anything else. I think there's gonna be some bumps in the road at the beginning, but once you guys get on that same timeline, that same like, okay, this is what I want, that's what I want. Yeah, I think it's gonna be very. Look, I'm afraid of losing you. See, this person it has a lot of fear. I've loved you since before you knew. Yeah. This person is very afraid, and I feel like they've been holding back because they were being told, no, this is not good for you. They're not. And unfortunately they listened because they were afraid, and they were afraid of losing, but I don't think they give a shit anymore. We're never apart. There's so much I wish I could say. Yeah, this is somebody that's holding back a lot. But I do feel like I don't know how this person could hold back the way I feel right now in my stomach. It feels like I can't breathe. I made a mistake. So this could be somebody that has already fumbled the ball, but I don't feel like this is somebody you've ever been with. I think about you every day. Yeah, I need to heal from past pain. What did I say? What did I say? I'm thinking about you in this very moment. Oh my God. This love overwhelms me. Yeah, it scares the living shit out of them. Okay, I'm going to leave it here, Cancers. I hope this helped. This person looks pretty great, but you might have to wait, and you might have to use all the patience in the world. And I mean, personally, I wouldn't mind not labeling it as long as it's you and me, right? As long as it's you and me and you're not trying to go out and have other options, then we don't have to label it. But if I become an option to you, I'm no longer an option to you. You know what I'm saying? Go with them other bitches. I'm not an option. Right? It's either you know that it's me or you don't. It's that simple. All right, Cancers, I love you guys so much. I will see you guys soon. Bye.